Have you got a small, unused space like this one?
Well, it is time to raise a bar.
Architect Philip Cox went from this to this.
What a grand vista.
He's Ultimate Tags Dominator and get the secret to his YouTube success. Your kids spend a lot of time in their bedroom, so make sure it reflects their changing tastes.
Voices take me deep inside the sunrise. I hardly notice anything.
Do you remember this great little courtyard we built last week?
Oh, how can I forget it? It looks fantastic.
Yes, it does, apart from this little area around the side, which really lets it down.
Yep.
Don't you think?
That definitely needs a little bit of work.
Fantastic, and then this. So I'm thinking, though, we could transform this into a little bar that you could then use that courtyard as a spill out.
That's a really good idea because, I mean, you look at this space, it's not that big. My arms can almost touch the walls on both sides. It's already undercover.
Yes.
And everyone loves a bar in the backyard.
Who doesn't? All we need is a fridge down here, I'm thinking.
Yep.
Bar along here, sort out the walls, lots of plants, it'd be great.
Yeah, let's get started. What do you need me to do, boss?
Build me a bar.
Yes!
You might remember that we couldn't paint the house when we did the courtyard makeover last week because it's a strata block, but I'm allowed to paint this stuff. This is considered inside, and we've got permission from the strata to do so.
Make the bar, I've got some pink pre-primed 90x45. I'm going to start by making up 3 frames for the legs. Then for the tabletop, will be exactly the same, but a bigger frame. First up, I'm pre-drilling all my holes for where the screws go.
Step inside, see what it feels like.
To hold the frame together, I'm using some external grade PVA glue and 75mm long galvanised screws. And if you pre-drill your holes, you can see how easy the whole frame comes together. So these frames tie into Charlie's wall. I'm painting them in the same exterior colour paint. Lucky for me, I don't have as much painting to do because I don't like painting as much as Charlie. Hey, mate, you must be the Sparky.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, look, I'm not as good looking as the guy in the photo, but he's just through there. You can go see him and he'll tell you what to do.
Oh, no, cheers, mate.
He likes being called boss. I'm installing these adjustable feet at the bottom of our frames. How cool are they? Nice and easy to use. I just need to drill a 28mm hole in the bottom of our frame and then knock the shaft in.
And while we have the electrician here, let's add another light fitting for night time.
All right, all done.
Done already?
Yeah, I'll just test the light.
Lovely.
Beautiful. All right,
easy.
see you later, mate.
Thanks, mate. You don't know any painters, do you?
Hey, Charlie, it's looking a bit different out here.
I'm doing my best. It takes a while doing these textured walls.
It's time for me to start constructing this bar, and I'm going to be putting the frames underneath first. That way, when it comes to the top, I've got something to support it. To hold it in place, I'm using some red plugs and bugles. And for the bar top, we've gone with this black butt decking board. Not only is it hard wearing, but it's going to tie in with the deck that we did last week. Fantastic. I could see myself sitting here already.
Each morning you wake up angry. So many things you don't know how to say.
Charlie's black wall is looking fantastic, but on this side, we want to contrast a bit and brighten it up. For that, I'm using some shadow line cladding, and I'll be fixing it in place to these pre-primed battens. To hold the battens in place, I've just got some red plugs, and I'll be using some galvanised screws.
I think that in 5 minutes you'll kill someone. Watch out, violence says it was wrong.
You'll see that it's got vents in external wall. Never cover those vents because you want your house to breathe. You need ventilation, just like us. So I'll be framing out around that soon.
Hold your breath for this. It's time for you.
Charlie,
Yeah.
people are going to be wondering, why are we taking this roof off?
Well, it's really dark in there. It's a cave, isn't it? So I just want to get as much light as we can in there. I think we'll replace it with some clear laser light, and then that's going to have enough light in to get some plants growing as well. Oh, there we go.
Hey, you got it?
Got it now.
All right, mate.
Yep.
Bring it up. And when you're working with these clear sheets, you just want to make sure that you use the right fixings that allow for expansion and contraction. Ooh, watch out, mate. We've got some fresh paint here.
So I was going to say,
What do you got?
you've done some painting.
Yeah, how much for
Pick
a
the nice
gentleman?
smooth stuff,
I'm a gentleman.
textured stuff. How good will this look hanging against the black?
Yeah, that just pops. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is
So-
that a Monstera?
Fernius Maximus. No, that is a monster. How did you know that?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm getting good at this.
Did you read the labels?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. We're going to need these brackets, and then a piece of dowel is going to streamline the whole process and focus on the plants rather than the fixing.
Now, have you checked that the dowel fits into the round?
No.
So I'll just put the brackets up and we'll see what happens.
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
I'll go get the dowel. It's looking very nice out
It is,
here.
isn't it? It's all ready to put the bar in.
The thing I like about this is to be able to take the plants off to do maintenance. They've got the perfect amount of light now coming through here.
A bit of dappled light. Am I starting to worry?
You really read the front and the back, didn't you?
Hey, Charlie, is this vertical or horizontal?
It's both. It's gardening two ways. Ah. Hang on a second, put the back down.
Right. Plug it in.
Yep, plug it in. What's it missing?
What do you put in the fridge? Refreshing beverages, Charlie. Who's going to take care of that?
You're going to take care of that.
All right, I'm off to get some refreshing beverages.
So much for all your hopelessness. So much for keeping motionless. So much for getting over.
You know, it's nothing new to use mirrors to make a space feel bigger, but I've used it here because we've got a thoroughfare. Now, I absolutely love plants and I'd love to colour this in greenery, but it wouldn't be usable. So I'm using these mirrors. They bounce light around and you pick up the plants on the other side, so it has the same effect. We've got one over there, and then of course, one for Adam. Right, you've done that before.
Oh, refreshing beverages is what I was sent to get. I can see why you put these up now, Charlie.
Smooth. Got the move.
That's amazing. Oh, hello.
How are
Just
you?
checking out his and hers.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
you like?
amazing.
Yes,
Welcome
come
to your new
step
bar.
through, step
Thank
through.
you.
Yes, yes.
It's so bright here.
A bit different
It's incredible, yeah. It looks amazing.
from a walkway.
Yeah, a bin area, really.
Yeah.
Completely wasted space to what you got here.
Functional space. It's a dream.
And isn't it amazing just by opening up the roof, still having cover, put the clear sheets on, how much more light comes through?
So much light. It's no longer dark and dingy.
Yes. And do you notice this timber? Do you remember this?
That must be the decking timber.
We've got a fridge down here as well. Got some hanging plants as well. And obviously his and hers mirrors behind you
Oh,
just
his
to
and
reflect
hers.
some light.
Fantastic.
Last week we did the area out there with the deck, the paving. There's only really one thing left to do, isn't it? That's it, let's have a party.
Enjoy it.
Let's grab the champagne glasses and get started.
Well, alright, come on, get down.
guys, welcome. Have a look, check it out. Yeah.
I'll be here every night.
Let's all come together.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Cheers.
What if this was your backyard, complete with these spectacular views? You know, in the 27 years I've been on the show, I've never taken you to a place that's really quite like this. It makes me think, what is the real definition of an Australian bush garden? Well, there's one very respected Aussie who also has a passion about that very subject. He's one of our legendary and absolutely admired architects, Philip Cox. And over the past 50 years, he's worked with nature, art and design to reimagine the bush landscape here at his unique retreat just outside Bermagui on the south coast of New South Wales. Hello, how are you? You good?
Hi.
Hello, old Baz and hello, Janet. How are you? Lovely to catch up with you both. What an amazing place. What was it like when you arrived here first?
It was nothing here.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
It was an old pea farm and it had been settled in the 1840s. It was just paddock and they'd abandoned any form of agriculture as being unviable. And I remember distinctly the farmers coming up and saying, "You bought a pup there, mate, because it'll grow nothing."
Philip's designs are famous the world over.
So that was when this became a very, very important place to escape to.
When Philip had come back,
Yes.
we'd come down here. It was just a haven, which was crucial for me in my work as a writer and all, but more crucial for Philip because his life was so insanely busy.
I became more conscious of the Australian landscape as such. I thought how different it is.
A very different look in the courtyard at the back here.
We have indulged here in the courtyards to soften it a little bit. Even though we use, native lamandras, we have some exotics here, such as the iris, Shasta daisies.
There's another thing happening I notice here. You've got tree trunk post. That's a bit of a sort of signature here.
Well, it's very much the grand veranda, the colonnade, and it gives a definition to space.
Is that a bit Greek?
Well, of course. I mean, everything comes from Greece, classical Greece.
In architecture. Goodness, look at this. This is like going into the Parthenon.
They're here to define the space.
And of course, in this case, you've used spotted gum, are these?
Gum, and to give the feeling of forest as you come in, or the beginning of the adventure to the forest.
I think we should explore it.
Yes.
For Philip, this is where his ambitious bushland vision truly begins. All 80 hectares in the expert care of his landscape manager, Tristan Dalziel.
What we did was weave these spaces to reveal the true quality of the bush. You get this contrast between the natural and the manicured areas.
Wow. Now the architect, maybe the landscape architecture comes out in you. What a grand vista.
Well, I think it's a bit like doing a painting. It's looking at the forest and then trying to reveal the meaning of the forest behind it by putting a piece of architecture in it and then repeating the colonnade, the columns, which are then reflected in the pond itself.
This place here belongs to the swamp mahogany, doesn't it really?
It does. That's the meaning of an organic architecture. It's not there to impose itself, it's there to integrate,
Yes.
but still have meaning.
of course, you've got the series of ponds coming through.
There's a little bit of damming in places to obviously retain the water, because there was no water here before at all.
No, right.
And the yellow sculpture repeats the colour of the iris through it, as does the glimmer of the fresco in the pavilion itself picks up the yellow.
Look at the reflection now. Now, that's obviously your design.
It is a part of the design.
Isn't that amazing?
It's very deliberate.
These cycads are amazing.
They're so primeval.
Yes.
Very
Interesting
ancient.
that they were here before the eucalypts, so they've been around dinosaur times.
I feel like a dinosaur walking through here, actually.
Wow, this is a strong statement, I guess, of what happened here in the fires.
Yes, well, it was done by Jan Mallison, and it was in commemoration for the fires, but what she took was the angophora with the paired leaves.
It's quite beautiful, isn't it?
It is. It's incredible the way in which there's a quality of the fire, or the residual of fire, and the way the regrowth has occurred.
What have we found here?
Well, this is a piece of sculpture by David Doyle. I use the word effervescent. It's like a glass of champagne.
Yes, it is.
You know, to find it in the
bubbles coming through.
Bubbles coming out, and the children love it. Being able to see their faces in the various balls.
You see yourself in the forest.
Well, that's right. It's like a bad Zoom meeting, I think.
But this is very different to all the others, Philip.
Yeah, I mean, it's a piece of organic sculpture, which is using the twigs and the branches of the mahoganies. And the story behind this is it was done by Peter Collins, called Beetle, and he knew surfing. He knew the dynamics of the wave.
He'd been in
and
here.
you can see.
Yes, it's actually very solid, isn't it?
It is very solid.
How old would it be?
It's about 30 years old.
Oh, good gracious.
Yeah, but it shows you the resilience of the mahogany.
Yes,
you
of
know,
the
indestructible almost.
Exactly. They're just beautiful.
It's a great shape.
It is a great shape. And look at this mob. Well, I can say I have never walked amongst a mob of kangaroos on the run before, Philip.
But these are a result of a prize that the family give every year to the Bermagui Sculpture Show. So
Now, you buy one each year.
I have to.
Yeah.
I've committed. I'm
Oh, that's
committed.
great.
You know, that's how the landscape evolved down here. I had to find spaces within the forest, you know, for the sculptures.
To house them.
Yeah.
And talking about housing, what a block of yellow up there. Wow. Another surprise.
I've got a memory of where I've been in Southeast Asia and where I've worked. And so the collection is mainly Indian, Malaysian, Indonesian and Chinese.
Right. Looking around, your favourite pieces?
I think the Gupta of India is a classic piece. And I love the Donald Trump hand.
I read in your book about the garden and about the Australian garden that you thought maybe taking this project on, you needed a form of insanity. How do you feel now?
I think I was totally insane.
What's the statement that you're wanting to make here for the future?
Well, I think the statement is love what is the landscape that has been given to you and treat it lightly, but intervene in such a way that you reveal the true meaning of the landscape.
Right. I find it fascinating that you've created amazing structures around the world, yet I have a feeling your heart is here.
Very much so. This makes me humble to experience that humility within such a glorious environment is what it's all about.
Yeah. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
It's been just wonderful. I will remember this.
Good.
And the two of us being here.
This is Dom. He's got a daredevil attitude, a flair for performing high-octane stunts, and a love of doing stuff like this. Add in a bit of tech and social media, and he's dominating parkour.
We came to fight all night until the end. So put your flags up and raise them high. We're going for the gold, we'll get the prize.
We did say we were meeting around here. That is an entrance, Dom?
Yes.
I don't want to leap to conclusions, but
there he goes.
I'm assuming. I'm so excited about this story. I don't know much about parkour, but I've watched a lot of videos on social media and YouTube, and it's awesome. How would you describe it?
I would describe it as a sport using your body, learning to use it in a reach or escape situation, and having freedom with creativity.
You know, since I knew I was going to meet you today, I've been speaking to a lot of friends about it, and it turns out a lot of young kids are doing parkour as a school sport now.
Yeah, it's really taken more of a mainstream feel to it now, and we've got a lot of young kids getting involved. And I think it can help with any sport because you're learning how to jump properly, you're learning how to climb properly, and so that can be translated into a wide variety of different disciplines.
So we've come to this park down in Pyrmont, and to me this looks like a great playground. What do you see when you look around here?
Well, exactly the same thing, a huge playground with opportunities for different challenges and different ways to kind of push myself creatively.
I'd love to see you in action.
Absolutely.
Some of the stuff that you're most famous for is that huge drop.
Yeah, absorbing impact, and there's many different techniques you can use for absorbing impact, but the primary one that we use is a roll, and that way we're shifting all of the weight coming down directly and pushing it off across the floor, and the kinetic energy is kind of dispersing that.
So it's all the tumble turns that we did as a kid finally paying off.
Exactly right. Parkour Brilliance is just being a big child in the world.
I love that. Loved all that stuff so far. What's next?
Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna pop up the top.
You know what? I'll just stay down here and I'll film it, okay? I'll film. As they say, don't try this at home.
Life is a game to play, so let's get started.
Oh, mate. I mean, it's no wonder why people love watching videos that you do, because this stuff is so cool. How high is that?
When I measured, I think it's 4 meters, but I usually go by me, so it's like 3 DOMs.
Just waste your time away.
You've got over 1 million followers on Instagram. You've got a huge YouTube channel. What's been your strategy?
I think from the get-go, it's been treating it like it was a job, trying to post every single day like you would go into work and making sure that I have content for my audience to come and tune into.
What about to anyone at home who's wanting to start their social media channels?
I would say come from a place of passion. Don't post for the likes, don't post for the views, don't post for the comments. Post what you're proud of and what you want to share with other people. You want to have a consistent day of the week or time of the month that people come in and tune into your stuff.
Kind of like a TV network.
Exactly
same
right.
Same show, same time in...
I mean, we learnt from the big ones.
Do you know what the most popular stuff is on your channel?
For me, I think the most popular thing is the front flips, followed closely by the fails and then all of the other difficult stuff.
I'd love to get to know a little bit more about how you shoot it, but let's do that over there.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Okay, I got the angle.
All set.
Yeah! Okay, no, seriously, how do you get back?
Yeah, see, it's nice and active.
It's
as
good.
It kind of sells to the motion as well, so the viewer kind of feels the same feeling as the jump. But what you want to take into account is what's the important factors of the jump? What features make this hard, difficult, dangerous? And showing those factors to the camera and to your audience is important. So if you've got a big jump, you kind of want to show the scale. If you're jumping over water, you want to make sure that that aspect is covered and that people can see that element. even when you're filming these things, you can translate that to any sport. That could be parkour, that could be biking, skateboarding, even athletics and those sorts of things. Selling the important points and finding the right way to capture that, to sell that to the wider audience, is something that everybody can take home with them.
I've noticed you've got a mouth mount. So when do you use that?
For any sort of like point of view, and with parkour, the chest mount move around too much. They don't have the stability that the mouth mount does. So you put the mouth mount in, it kind of locks to your chin there, and then you can shoot parkour on the fly.
Cool. When would you use slow-mo versus just real time?
Either to accentuate the technical stride or placement that you're putting with your hands and feet, or really to sell the moments in jumps that are hard, so the big air moment.
With a sport like parkour, looking into the future, what is your aim? What is your goal?
Just to be able to continue to do it for as long as possible and get as many people involved in the sport and helped by the progressions that the sport can offer, and that's really enough for me.
Now, the front entrance to your home sets the vibe for your entire place. But honestly, who has the time to give it the look it deserves between work, kids, just getting through the week? So I'm going to show you just a few simple jobs that will give you maximum impact for the front area at your place. Now, the front of this house is actually quite gorgeous, possibly just a little bit bland on bland. The easiest way to do it is with a coat of paint. We always bang on about that. There's a reason why. Honestly, we've done all the prep, we've done the sanding, we've washed this down, and now the primer's going on. So here in the entranceway, we want to create a couple of focal points. One, obviously, being the doorway. The other one being these beautiful windows. The colour we're using is called Sayonara, which is this gorgeous sagey eucalyptus green. And Sayonara is kind of a funny name, because if you think about it, it actually means goodbye. But in actual fact, you want to welcome your guests, but then you also do want them to leave. So you know what? This is going to be perfect in every sense of the word.
I started thinking maybe you could be fixed overnight, then it became a year. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth getting so.
Okay, for our pots, we've got these fantastic pots at Bunnings. They're super lightweight, and they're going to be a beautiful foil for our punchy green and white colour combination that we're continuing with our planting. It's also going to be a very practical garden. We're going to put in some rosemary for some mid-heights, beautiful lemon thymes, some convolvulus, which is actually a ground cover, which will spill beautifully over the edges of the pots. And for height, we've got some viburnum. Now, most people know that just as a hedging plant, but here, it's going to give us the structure that we're after. First up, the soil.
We'll take them down, down, one at a time. No, they ain't never getting up. Down, straight through the light. We'll never stop, so put your hands up and shout it out. Look at us now, we're in the crown, crown. We're at the top, yeah, and we're never coming down, 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 down. Yeah, 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 and we're never coming down, 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 down.
Our whole point is we're trying to create a couple of focal points that draw your attention. Under the window, we're going to use this bench seat. To make it really stand out, we're going to paint it the same colour as the front door.
We'll take them down, down, one at a time. We'll take them down, down, one at a time. Though they ain't never getting up, down, straight through the night.
Now, a little tip, just make sure you don't load your paintbrush up too much, because otherwise you're going to have massive drip marks all down the side. And for the bench seat, we're using the same colour paint, but this time a weather shield. It's got to be robust enough to last for people to sit, use, drop bags on it, all the practical things that we do every day. So the new light's in, and doesn't that look sharp? Now it's time to paint this windowsill. We're actually going to stay in the same tones of the greens, but we are going to go with a different colour, a slightly lighter tone for this. So the colour that we're going to go with is this, Leamington Spa. Gorgeous. putting their pots on the porch. Josh has done a great job tidying up this little flower bed out the front here. And he's actually planting it. He's got some Westringia zinnia, which is actually a fantastic little hedging plant. Doesn't mind being trimmed back. And in spring and summer gets gorgeous little white flowers over it. In front, he's got 2 different types of dwarf angelonias, which have those beautiful stems of both the white and the beautiful mauve flowers. Some convolvulus in there as well. So all of these actually look quite delicate, but in actual fact, they're very hardy plants. They can take full sun, part shade, as long as they've got some well-drained soil. And Josh to put them in. And with that, our transformation of this front porch area is done. What a huge difference it is with beautiful plants, a little bit of paint and a quick wash down and a gorgeous bench. It's a great reminder that when you tackle a DIY project, you don't have to do everything on such a grand scale that it takes up every minute of your day. Look at this, a few simple changes and we have made this entranceway so much more fresh and inviting.
When setting up your child's room, the best tip that I can give is to plan it to be as adaptable as possible as your child grows. So I've got some great ideas from toddlers to teens. At the moment, Lily shares a bed with June in a small room at the back of the house. Now my plan for Lily is to make this a really bright, colourful, happy room. The base coat will be white with a ribbon of pink through the middle. I'll do the same for the wardrobe. So I want to introduce a really nice design element to this room. Cushioned, beautiful flooring. It's quite warm underfoot, so it'll be great for Lily to play on the floor. And June can just come in here, vacuum the room, mop it out. It's beautiful and practical. So we've given Lily a brand new wardrobe. We obviously want to give her lots of storage, but I don't want to close this whole section in. So what I've got here is a couple of open shelves. To keep them safe, I've anchored to the wall. That way Lily won't be able to climb up and have them all tip over. Stack toys on and access them quickly and easily. Creative play, it's just so important for little kids. This interactive wall is going to be something that Lily is absolutely going to love. What you need are some pre-cut shapes. Glue on the fabric. Put Velcro on the back and they're ready to stick on the play wall, which is made of acoustic felt panelling. So, look at this. Ha! Fuzzy felt for grown-ups. Transitioning into a big kid's bed can be pretty traumatic, but you know, the idea is to really make it as magical as possible. That way it's a lot easier. This little bedside table just has those rounded corners, just going to stop her bumping her head. So I cut out some pegboard, in the shape of the top of a tree and just painted it in this nice soft minty green. Now what I've done here is just attached it to the top of 2 of these flat packs which are joined together. This becomes the base of the tree, and with books added, it turns it into a reading tree, the perfect little corner for Lily to sit and look at a book. I don't think I've ever done a room for anyone who's been happier than this little girl. This is a teenage girl's bedroom, so I really want to give it some character and put her own personal stamp on it. Now, because we can't move too much around in here, this is a double bed, it has to stay where it is. So what I want to do is incorporate some storage under the bed. That way we can utilise this real estate and give her a bed head just to give this wall a little bit more presence with storage by the side. And all teenagers, well, they love a space to study. So over here under the window, I think we'll build a really clever desk, one that's not permanent, but she can actually fold it down when she needs a little bit more space. So first things first, and start with the painting. Want to see the colour I've chosen for the walls? It's probably not what you're expecting. Ta-da! It's dark, right? What is she thinking, you're saying? Well, you know, for me, when you're choosing a colour, it's not just about how it looks on the walls, it's actually how it makes you feel when you're in the room. This is a bedroom. It can afford to be dark, it can be moody, it can be relaxing, even cosy and retreat-like. Remember, we're going to punctuate it with sheets and other accessories in the room, so it just won't seem as scary as it probably does right now.
One day we'll conquer this land, 'cause we're fine.
For the furniture and shelving, I've made it myself with hardwood. Should we see if this goes on nicely?
Yep.
See how good my cutting is?
Our minds in motion, time stands still.
Snug, didn't doubt it for a minute. Okay, on with the other half.
Light up the sky.
Fabulous. This is such a clever little desk idea. By utilising this full windowsill, we've got this 100mm here, plus the 200. When the desk flap is up, we have a full 600mm desk. I reckon that is such a great way to max out unused space, don't you? Such a great storage idea for the bedroom is to use flat pack drawers underneath the mattress. If you're wondering about the drawer fronts, you can of course buy them off the shelf. But for me, I'm just using the same hardwood timber as I used for the desk. That way, I'll get a really streamlined, uniform look. By swapping out the ensemble bed base for these drawer units, it's such a good idea because we'll actually be able to reclaim the wasted space under the bed. It's an idea anyone can do. This timber batten and the one across the top will act as a support for a large sheet of MDF that goes on top of this whole base area. But instead of wasting this space, what we're going to do is build a trapdoor. As a little space to house blankets and pillows, those things that just don't get used often. Oh God. With the headboard, it's really going to start to take shape in here now. And you can see what we've done is we've actually used a full sheet of the timber.
As sure as the setting sun, like it's faded.
Now for down the end, we're just fixing in a little bedside table, a perfect spot for a book and a glass of water. Hasn't this given us a really beautiful timber, really natural finish? Now with these timber panels on the front, what we've done is we've screwed them from behind, so again, it keeps the profile, no screw heads in sight. And if you're wondering about handles, we don't need them here because that's just somewhere to catch your legs. What we've done is made the drawer fronts just a little deeper so you can get your hand underneath. That's how you access the drawer. Very neat solution. Here what we've done is we've chosen the blush pink as the accent colour. We've really drawn that out of the timber here. Now we've drawn the blue from the wall down to another layer on the bed. Just a simple throw will do the trick. And to sharpen everything up and keep it nice and crisp, that's where the white comes in. Thinking back, you have to admit, this bedroom was fairly plain, dull and uninspiring, but take a look at it now. It's warm, it's sophisticated. All in all, I think this is a beautiful space and will make one teenage girl very happy.
There's no doubt about it, our pets really are a part of our family. Now, if you happen to be a dog and you come up here to Coffs Harbour for a holiday, I'm going to tell you something. This is Poochie Paradise.
In the end of time, this loving is forever. You should know by now, and I'ma always love you 'cause it's cute.
Alice, tell me a little bit about your Kelpie. First of all, what's her name?
That's it. That's Kira.
Kira.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, she knows her name. Look at those ears going up, right? Now, you come down to the beach here every day, I suppose, do you?
Yeah. Every afternoon after work.
And how long do you spend throwing that stick out there into the water?
About half an hour.
Do you reckon that tires her out half an hour?
No.
She could go for hours at a time.
She goes for a walk twice a day, so this is her second walk. She goes for a walk in the morning.
Now, she's only a pup, isn't she?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
almost one. But it's a really good beach because everyone's really nice and because everyone's got a dog, so they're all really mindful of that.
Throw that stick. Let's see this dog of yours go. And there she goes. Good girl. Good girl. Well, that was pretty full on down at the beach, wasn't it? Sand, waves, retrieving, all that sort of stuff. I think someone deserves a little bit of relaxation after that. Time for a puppy chino, am I right?
It is. There
Lisa,
you go,
good to
Carla.
see you.
Nice to see you, Harry.
Now, this is your place.
It is, yes.
Have I got time to look around?
Absolutely.
Give me a tour?
Absolutely.
Okay, come on, let's
in.
go. This is going to be a dog day afternoon. What's the idea behind Maggie's? Tell me.
So I was a dog groomer, I had a dog grooming salon, and it was quite small, and I had big dreams and aspirations of what we could create. And then we kind of got into the idea of maybe we should make somewhere that's really friendly for dogs.
And this is it?
And this is it.
Where did the name Maggie's come from?
Maggie's came from our dog. Our dog's name is Maggie.
And what's your dog?
She is a little French bulldog.
A Frenchie?
Yes.
You only got the one?
No, we've got two now. She got an annoying little brother about 10 months ago.
Now, Lisa, you had a very special award with your cafe back in 2020, didn't you? Tell me about that.
We did. We won Australia's most dog-friendly cafe.
How'd you feel?
We couldn't believe it.
Did you tell the dogs?
We did tell the dogs, yeah.
So you've got a grooming business here. You've got a cafe for the people here.
Yes.
Right, where we can get some food for ourselves.
Yep.
But you have specialised food for your dogs, don't you?
Yes, we do. Yep. So we make our all of our doggy pies. We have a full doggy menu for when they come and visit us in the cafe. And puppuccinos, doggy beers.
Doggy beer?
Yes. It's a bone broth.
It's a what?
Bone broth.
A foam broth.
No, bone broth.
You'll have to speak Australian. I can't understand Scottish. Can you write that down for me?
Bone broth. Like from your bones.
Oh, bone broth.
Yeah.
I knew I'd get it eventually. It's obviously a social thing going on here. People enjoy talking to one another.
Yes, absolutely. There's a huge difference between our cafe and other cafes, as when people come, they talk to other people and they interact, they make new friends, they find other owners with breeds of theirs similar to what they have,
Yeah.
and they have a connection, and yeah, so it's completely different.
The complete deal. Fabulous. Right, now, come on, let's have this tour I was talking about.
Yeah, come on
Show
down.
me the grooming.
Come on in.
Well, I'd love to have a haircut. What would you charge me? AAA for enthusiasm. They actually love it, don't they? How long does it take you to do a grooming session on this dog?
For a style haircut like this, so like sort of fluffy on the body and a cute teddy bear face, about an hour 15, including the bath.
That's a long time, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow.
We definitely don't cut any corners here.
Basically, what can people do at home, or what should they do at home to keep their dog's coat in reasonable order?
I believe for the longer coated breeds, they should be washed regularly, so washed weekly, using a good quality shampoo and conditioner, so you're not stripping the oils from the coat.
Yep.
And brushing them every day, which I know is taxing to a lot of people, but if you want your dog to look like this, like a nice teddy bear style, they need to be brushed so they don't get any knots. We never recommend anyone uses human shampoos on their dogs. Always a good quality dog shampoo.
Couldn't agree with you more. I like this.
Thank
I
you.
love the colour scheme, you know, it's very
Yeah.
like a little beach house somewhere.
So this is our doggy daycare.
Ah, so this is where they come for the day.
Yes.
I could come in for the day. Look at that. Lisa, this is your better half, Steve?
It is. This is Steve. Yeah.
Okay. Now, mate, you're in charge of the catering department here, I see. Human food?
Yep.
Doggy food. What would you suggest?
All right, we'd start off with a Maggie's cauliflower and chicken pie.
Yeah.
Maybe a turkey and broccoli pie.
Right.
And then a lamb and carrot.
Well,
how does that sound?
For me, that sounds great because it's, you know, balanced, vegetable and meat protein. Great.
Yeah.
And while this isn't a full diet, right, as a treat, I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Exactly, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
And these are your homemade biscuits?
Yep, so these are Maggie's biscuit.
Yeah.
With Byron Bay peanut butter. So again, human grade.
Human grade, peanut butter.
Biscuit. Be a bit dry, a bit bland. We've had a few people have them with.
You can
You
taste the
like
peanut
it?
butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all right. I don't know what I live on for a week, but you know, they're all right. You guys have taken this and you've made it into something really special. You've made it a pleasure to come here.
Thank you.
Everyone I've met loves the place. I think you've done a stunning job.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Scotland's loss is our game.
Aw,
Thank you so much. And with that, I might just have another chew on this very small piece of peanut butter biscuit.
Yeah.